Hello! So today I'm going to be ranking Gen 1 Pokemon based on the wordplay in their names. So these Pokemon have been out for a long time, needless to say, and we've kind of all gotten used to their names. And I was kind of thinking about it. I was like, how good is the wordplay? Because the wordplay in like in more recent Pokemon, I've liked some of them. There's been Pokemon that I've been like, oh, that's pretty clever. Made me think about, what about the first gen? How good was that wordplay, even though we've gotten used to it? So I'm going to go figure that out, basically. Yeah, let's get into it. So, as you can see, I have a tier list made here. I might need to add one or two sections if things get complicated. Don't know why I said it like that. But I have put all the megas at the bottom because they have the same names, bar mega, so I don't need to rank them and they just get in the way. So, starting at the first Pokemon, the starters, which, now remember, this isn't about the design, this isn't about the competitive uses, this is just about the name. So, having said that, Bulbasaur, bulb, plant, soar, lizard. Pretty apt. I mean, it's based on a frog, or at least that's what they've retconned it to be. So it's pretty good. I would say it's somewhat clever. It's not mind-blowing, but it does what it needs to do. It rolls off the tongue. That's good. Charmander is more or less the same, the Charmander line. The only real thing I have to say is Charmeleon is clearly not a chameleon. But does that factor into the naming of it? Probably should. So I'm going to put it just below. Charmander is fine, salamanders are kind of vague, and lizards are even more vague, so they go even here, so that's fine. Squirtle, I think Squirtle's pretty good. Squirt and Turtle, it rolls off the tongue, it's a pun, it works. Wartortle, so I looked it up, and it literally comes from the word war. I thought there was like wart, maybe, or something, but no, it's war. War, tortoise, and turtle. Like, I get that, like, you know, it grows cannons on its back. I get that. But war? War is a bit much. You know what I mean? Like, this guy does not scream war. Well, maybe he does, but no, I don't think so. So I'm just going to put him in here as well. Clearly the middle evolutions are kind of the troublesome bunch. So, well, honestly, no. I think he belongs in here because war just does not fit. So Blastoise is pretty good. Tortoise, it works. Caterpie, looked it up, just a caterpillar. It's literally just a caterpillar. Metapod is metamorphosis, and pod, it's pretty good. It's pretty good, I would say. Butterfree, see the thing, like butterfly and free, it's free because it just grew wings and it can fly anywhere. That's fine. But it's not really a pun. So yeah. Not mad about it. Actually, I'll put it there. Because, you know. Weedle. So, worm. It's based on worm and needle. Which, it's fine. It's kind of just two words, though. So it goes there. Kakuna. It's just cocoon with an A on the end. So that goes there. Beedrill, bee, and drill. Nothing special. I apologize. But there's really nothing special about it. The Pokemon's cool, but the name is just two words. Rattata, it comes from rat. And it also says it comes from the nut, like, you know, knocking. Like when you rat-a-tat-tat on something. Which, I mean, I guess it might do when it's like walking around or whatever, but I don't know. I feel like it kind of just feels a bit like they needed something that sounded like rat. Raticate, however, and this was mind-blowing for me a little bit. Because I never even thought about it, but it comes from the word eradicate, which is so obvious, but I've never even thought about it, and that's partly why I'm doing this list. It's because it's really clever, but I feel like everyone's forgotten. So yeah, no, I do like it. I do like it. So Pidgey, right now I'm just going to say that they are all just pigeons. There is no wordplay there. They're all based on pigeons, just with a different suffix. Spiro is okay. It comes from sparrow and spear, like beak is a spear. It's okay. Firo, however, a lot of evolutions like to just change a letter or like a few letters in the original name, and I feel like that's kind of lazy. So Firo from Spiro, it's farther away from the pun of sparrow, so I'm just gonna put it here. Ekans. We all know what Ekans is. I mean, it was fun on the playground when we were little, when we were like, oh my god, it means snake. It's snake backwards, you guys. Oh my god, I'm like a genius for figuring that out. But it's not really wordplay, is it? It's just snake backwards, so I'm gonna have to put it here. Same with Arbok, cobra backwards with a K for some reason. Then we have Pikachu. So, okay. Here's the thing with Pikachu. It is a pun, but it's a Japanese pun, so I can't really put it anywhere proper because I can't really rank a pun for a language that I don't speak, even if I know what the words mean. But yeah, that's where I'm putting them. Sorry guys. Sorry you two. Sandshrew, they're okay, but at the end of the day, they are just two words put together. I mean, the alliteration is nice, but not really a pun. Just like, also, I'm kind of not sure about these two, but yeah, no, you know what? They're not really puns, just alliteration, so I think I put them there. Nidorina, or Nidoran, sorry. Nidoran female, Nidoran male, they're same name, obviously. So what's interesting is I just looked this up. Nido comes from... Oh, this is what I'm using, by the way. Pokemon DB. Name origin. So, Nidoru, which is... I probably butchered that. Japanese for needle. Another needle. Which is apt. And then Rhino. Large African mammal. Rhino. Guys, it's Nidorino. All this time. It's not Nidorino. Or Ran. It's not... It's Nidorino. It's Nidorino. Although, so, yeah, so, all this time, I'm not changing I'm not saying Nidorino, though, but it is interesting that that's where it's from. But, I don't know, Nidoran, it's okay. I think it's fine. They're okay. I feel like Nidorina is just because it's a girl. And a lot of girls' name ends in A. So, if we look... Whoops. Yep, same thing. O, male suffix, A, female suffix. Yeah. So, they're okay. I don't really know if I mean, I guess they are rhinos, but we also have another rhino Pokemon in Gen 1, so they kind of fit the bill less and seem a bit, like, not specific. So, yeah, I don't know. I wouldn't really call them rhinos if I was, asked. I guess they are, but I think they're okay. The names are fine. Nidoking and Nidoqueen is just Needle King and Needle Queen, essentially, which is fine. I like the Pokemon, but at the same time, yeah, the naming is okay. Now, Clefairy, right? Clefairy, this is as far as I got. Whoops. So Clefairy, Clef, musical symbol, and a fairy. Oh yeah, that makes sense. So Clef comes from because they sing. I mean, that's pretty good. Although, Jigglypuff is known for singing. Clefairy is known for the moon. So, but that's more down to like marketing and stuff. So and the anime. So it's fine. I think their names are pretty good. Clefairy, it rolls off the tongue. I think Fable is also, if you didn't know, Fable is like a fairy tale story. So I think they're pretty good. I think they're alright. Vulpix. Now I actually don't know what Vulpix refers to in terms of whoops. Vulpix. Right, so Vulpix is vulpine, of or relating to foxes, and 6 vulpix. Ah, I like that. I actually really like that. I think. See, that's the thing. It delves into something that isn't just fox or just, you know, what it is, the animal, which is nice. I think that is nice. So I'm gonna put that here. Ninetails. I mean, let's be real. Nine tails. It has 9 tails. So while the Pokemon is great, it's just self-explanatory. So there's no need to delve too deep into that. Jigglypuff. Now, it reminds me of, I don't know if anyone's seen this, but some person had a dream where they met their creator of Pokemon. He was a big Russian man, and he was like, or they were like, how do you name your Pokemon? What about Jigglypuff? And he was like, is Jiggly, is Puff. What are you, stupid? So, yeah, self-explanatory. Not really a pun, but it is a cute name. But I feel like I'm kind of obligated to put it here, because it's not really a pun. It's just Wigglytuff, again, is just the kind of Fearow thing again, where they change one letter. But it's fine. Again, it's fine. I'm not too fussed. So unfortunately, it's not a pun. So it, you know, but it's fine. Zubat. Now, zoo probably refers to like zoo, but I don't know. I'm here to learn, so I'm not gonna. Whoops. Hello. There we go. I'm not gonna assume anything. Zoo. Oh, here we go. Now that's okay. I know I said what I said about Japanese. But Japanese for a sound of something being hit. Zubato. I mean, yeah, no. I mean, I kind of like that. To be honest, I kind of like that. I've always thought it had something to do with the zoo, but no, it's partly Japanese. So I would say somewhat clever. I would say somewhat clever. Now, Goal appears in a few Pokemon, so I assume it means like big or strong, because you have Golduck, Golbat, you know. So let's have a look here. Gollop. Gollop? Are you serious? Okay, maybe I was wrong. Gollop. To eat or drink quickly. Gollop. That's... I don't know how to feel about that. That's a weird word. That's a weird word. Man. I kind of just want to put it here. Like, it's not a bad pun, but like, Gollop? Ugh, I just don't like that word very much, to be honest. So, oddish comes from the word odd and radish, I would assume. But I will double check. Yep, odd. I don't think he's that odd, to be honest. In terms of Pokemon, I don't think he's that odd. In fact, I think he's kind of bland. I do like him. Don't get me wrong, I love Oddish. But he is just a radish with a face and legs. So, yeah, let's put him here. Vileplume, or no, sorry, Gloom. Gloom is just a word. I know it's like sharing bloom or plume, but it's just the word. It just means sad. Yeah, gloom. It just rhymes with bloom. I wouldn't really say it's a pun. I think saying it's a pun is just like, you know, if it was like gloom plume, like that would be closer to a pun. But as it is, it just means depression, which is a bit sad, but oh well. Vileplume, I don't know, Vile and Plume. See, it is just two words together, don't get me wrong, but it does sound like a kind of a real plant, you know, like you know, like the suffix, like plume is used as a suffix in other plants, I would say, or could be. So honestly, I'm willing to say it's a pun, and I like it. I think it's all right. I think it's okay. Vileplume, it does roll off the tongue. It's not a very good pun, but yeah. So Paris, I I actually don't know where Paris comes from. From Paris? Whoops. Paras. What does Paris refer to? So Paris refers to parasite. Should have seen that coming. Yeah, so it's basically the first 5 letters from parasite. Which is fine. Not really a pun though. Insect. Yeah, so they're not great. I wouldn't really say it's a pun because it's, as I said, the first 5 letters of parasite. And parasect is more or less the same. It's just a mix of parasite and insect, which is okay. I mean, it's okay. I'll put it here. This is kind of overflowing, but I don't really know how to section it out. But it's fine. So we have... Why have I forgotten his name? Venonat. We have Venonat. I can't even say it. Venomous? It's not really Venonat. Hold on. Let me just look it up. Venom, yes, and gnat. Oh, that's right. Gnat is an insect. So, Venonat. It's okay. I don't think it's... I think it just goes here, to be honest with you. I know I'm putting a lot there, but it's literally just... There will be a ton of Pokemon that start with Venom, because Venom is poisonous. Yeah. So, it's not great. Venomoth is more or less the same deal. Poison, bug. You know. Diglett. So dig and then let mean small, right? If I'm not mistaken. Yes. So it just means it's just small dig creature. So not really a pun. It sounds alright. It sounds good. Doug Trio is pretty self-explanatory. It's just there's 3 of them now. So I will kind of put them here because it's not. It sounds good, but not really a pun. So we have Meowth, which is just meow and th at the end. I don't know why. I'm not really sure why there's a th at the end. Yeah, it's just because there is. Same deal as like Caterpie. They just took a word and added like a few letters at the end. Yeah. Meh. Persian, I'm pretty sure Persian is literally just a type of cat. I mean, I know it is, but yeah, Persian. It's not even spelt different. It's literally spelt the same as the animal, as the type of cat. So that goes there. I'm sorry, but who was like, I have the best name for this Pokemon cat. Let's just call it the name of a cat breed. Mwah, perfect. No. So we have Psyduck. Psyduck, it's fine. The only problem being that it's not a psychic type. So it's not really a very fitting name. I know we had 2 lines of water psychic types, but like, why would you name a Pokemon Psyduck if you're not going to give it a psychic type? I don't know. So, unfortunately, this guy goes... there, I guess. Maybe I need a tier for names that don't really fit, but like, yeah, I think they could. Now, Gold, please not Gollop again. I don't want to do... I don't like that word. It sounds weird. Gold. It comes from gold. This man is not gold. I mean, it's a decent pun, but it doesn't fit. Because he's not gold. What? I mean... yeah. Yeah, I guess I'll just leave it like that. Mankey just comes from, I mean, monkey and what? Man? Mankey. Oh, yeah, I should have known. Thought that was an Irish slang thing, but no, it's a worthless monkey. How rude. What the hell? Manky. I mean, it's okay, but it's not really that good. Just kind of rude, if anything else. So, Primeape is... I mean, Primeape is pretty good. It comes from prime ape, as in, like, the best ape, but then also a pun on primate, which is another word for, like, a monkey, basically. So, you go up here, I think. Or Growlithe. Now, Growlithe, I'm not completely sure. Whoops. I know it comes from Growl, and it also comes from Lith. Gracefully slender? Slender? I wouldn't call him slender. I'd call him like... I think he's a good weight for a puppy. You know? Yeah, I think if he was taken to a vet, they'd be like, no, he's a good weight. So I don't know why Lith. But honestly, yeah, I think I'm just gonna make a row above, and I'm gonna name it. Decent but inaccurate. Is that how you spell it? No, it isn't. Whoops. There we go. Decent but inaccurate. I think... Whoops. So I'm going to put them there. And I'm also going to make this, like, pink or something. Just different. I'm going to put him here because he's not... I mean, you know, not body shaming him, but I think he's a good... He's not... I wouldn't say he's gracefully slender. I think he's you know, he's shaped like a friend. Then we've Arcanine, which I'm pretty... I need to just check what it is, but I'm pretty sure there's some good wordplay going on here. Because we have Arcane, we have Canine, Arcane and Canine. Yeah, that's good. That's good wordplay. I do like that. I do like that a lot. Honestly, I mean, I haven't got up to the tier yet, but honestly, I kind of want to put him up here. Like, Arcanine, that's good. I like that. Like, I'm kind of hesitant to put anything up here because all the words are, like, all the Pokemon are very, not over, you know what I mean? Like I'm used to the names. They're not shocking to me anymore, but I do like that one. I think he goes up there. So Poliwag. Poliwag, it comes from... I can't think of it now. Wag comes from its tail, but Poly comes from Poliwag. Oh. Huh. Okay. I mean, yeah. No, that's good. That's pretty good. The only problem with that, though, is it keeps Poly up along. So even though it's a tadpole now, so Poliwag fits, it doesn't fit here and here because he's not a tadpole anymore, and he's definitely not a tadpole. So I don't know. Maybe it changes. No, Whirl. I feel like this is just more of the where is he? More of the Parasect situation going on, where it's just they're adding different words to the end, even though the first prefix doesn't really work. So I'm definitely gonna put you here because you're like, the name is decent, but he's not a Poliwag anymore. So, you know, and Poliwhirl, I guess he is technically young, you know. Middle evolutions are kind of young, but yeah, I think you go here. So Abracadabra Alakazam. I don't need to explain. I think they're kind of clever. I do think they're kind of clever. The way that they, like, work. But it's only clever if you if they're all together, right? Because like, you know, on their own they don't really. I mean, well, these two on their own, you know, are just two words that aren't really used on their own that much. But Alakazam, yeah, I think they're pretty clever. Now you have Machop, which is a word of mock and chop. I'm pretty sure, M-A-C-H, as in like Mach Punch, you know, which means I'm not actually sure what Mach. Well, Mach means fast, right? Oh, macho, man. There, yes, that's better. That is better than what I thought. So it comes from macho and chop, and then macho and choke, and Machamp, which I think still comes from macho and champ. So I think how I'm gonna do it is I'm gonna put you guys macho man. Now Machamp. Let's just check, because the A does throw me off a little bit. But I think it just comes from, yeah. Yeah, I mean, I don't know. I feel like with these two it works because the macho is in the name. I feel like this is just kind of riding the coattails of its pre-evolutions. So I'm going to put you here, unfortunately. No, I love Machamp, but yeah, I think it kind of, the joke kind of gets a bit stale by that point. So we have Bellsprout, which is just bell because its head is shaped like a bell, and sprout because it's small. Not really a pun. Weeping Bell. It's just, I mean, that's just the same as Gloom, right? It's just, what is it with these sad plants? Now it does look more like a bell, but at the same time, like, nah. Then we have Victory Bell, which is just victory. Although they might have added tree in there. Yeah, large plant with a trunk. Yeah, I mean, I don't know. Like, it's a decent name, but I don't know why they went for the victory aspect. Because, like, like, does it win a lot? Is that, like, is that what it's known for, is winning? I don't know. I'm not too fussed on it, because, like, I don't know. It's a bit weird to name a Pokemon like that after victory. A bit odd. So there's there is Tentacool and Tentacruel, pardon me, which are both puns on tentacle. Cool and cruel, which I feel like cruel is better, honestly. Tentacruel kind of sounds better, so I'm gonna put here Tentacool. I don't really know. I think they were just like, oh, we need another C word. Cool, like, I don't know. I don't really see what's so cool about him. I'm sorry, Tentacool, but well, maybe I should put him here. Yeah, okay. Sorry. I mean, maybe some people find you cool, but I feel like Geodude. So Geodude is a fun pun because it mixes geode and geo, which are both found in the ground, and rocks, and dude, which, I don't know, dude is a bit slangy. Like, you know, it's weird to call a random rock a dude, but I'm on board with it. Graveler is just gravel, isn't it? Like, it's just gravel and isn't it? Yeah, they just couldn't think of a name, so yeah. Golem. Now Golem. The thing with Golem is it's an actual thing. Like, it's yeah, stone figure from Jewish folklore. Like, it's an actual, like, it's not a pun, basically. Yeah, they were just like, what's a rock guy? It's like, oh, Golem. So Ponyta. I don't know where Ponyta comes from. I know pony, obviously, but where does ta come from? Ponytail? They just took the I-L off ponytail? That's not very good. I'm sorry. There is technically a pun, but it's not very good. Yeah, sorry now. Rapid dash. Now, rapid dash is pretty good because it mixes the word rapid with dash. So that I would say that's somewhat clever. I mean, it's not an amazing pun, but I like it. So there's slowpoke, which slowpoke is now it's a word, but it's more of like a colloquialism, or not really a it's more like a pet name. You know what I mean? Or like a playful insult. You know, like come on, slowpoke. Like you'd call someone a slowpoke if they're taking a while. So I think it's cute. I like it. A slow bro. There we have it with the same prefix. Like, I don't know why they went with bro specifically. Like it's okay, but Magnemite. Magnemite comes from magnet and might. I don't have to look it up, but I will anyway. Magnet and might. Yeah, so it's a small magnet basically. It's fine. There's nothing wrong with it. I think it goes there. Magneton. Does ton come from the measurement, as in it weighs a ton? It does. I mean, if I was to look up its weight, it is, where's the weight on this? Oh yeah, 60 kg. I mean, it's pretty heavy. It's pretty heavy. So I would say that it's sort of, it works, but I don't think it's mind blowing. It's just like far-fetched. I don't know why they went for far-fetched. Like what is it with Pokemon calling their own creatures strange and odd and hard to believe? Like a duck with a leak. There's, you know what? Hold on. I think there's actually some lore behind it. If we look at the, yeah, I'm pretty sure it comes from like a Japanese tale, or not Japanese tale. It's like, there is something to it. I know there's something to it. So, based on the Japanese proverb, a duck comes bearing onions. Phrase used when something happens that's surprising but also convenient. So, I mean, okay, look, correct me if I'm wrong about any of the other ones where it was just like, why is this a radish odd? But Farfetch'd is clever. I will say Farfetch'd is clever because of its background or what it's based on. So I will say that it's somewhat clever. I do like its origins, but you would have to look that up. Otherwise, it's just like, why is it called Farfetch'd, you know? So there's Doduo, but a duo obviously comes from there being two of them. Oh, it comes from dodo, doesn't it? Oh, doesn't it? I'm sure it does. Yeah, dodo, extinct bird and group of two. Yeah, I mean, it doesn't really look like a dodo, does it? Because a dodo has like a thick beak. Like if we look up dodo right now. Yeah, look at that thick beak, and it's also like kind of stout. So it's more like an ostrich or like a dodos could fly, couldn't they, though, as well? I'm pretty sure. Yeah. Oh wait, no. They can't fly. They walked. Were they that fast though? I feel like they weren't that fast. Like Dodrio is known for being fast, like an ostrich, right? But I don't think it looks that similar to a dodo. So I'm inclined to put them both here, because their beaks are really long and pointed, and they're tall. They don't look like dodos to me. Now, oh, poor Spheal, or not even Spheal. Sorry, that's the wrong Seal. Poor Seal. Literally just Seal with two E's instead of an A, or instead of an EA. Like, yeah, sorry, buddy. And I'm pretty sure, now correct me if I'm wrong, but Dugong is literally the name of an animal. Whoops, I spelled it wrong. Oh, do. Yeah, dugong and Jew. So it's dugong. But it's not good. It's not good. Like, I get that D-E-W is a word that's like water, but it's not a very good pun, you know? I guess it is technically a pun, but, well, yeah, I think they're just not good. I'm sorry, but their names are just not good. So Grimer is just grime, and then muck is something back. It's not something backwards. It's not. It's not. No, it's just muck, as in like grime again. So I don't think they're puns. So apologies, but they're going in here, which honestly is a kind place for me to put them, because I almost rather put them here, but honestly I'll put him here. Maybe them both. You know what? He's fine there. Shelder. Now, I don't think the der in Shelder comes from anywhere, but I will double check. Oop. Shelder. Is it like shelter? It is like shelter. Okay, that's better than I thought. So I'm gonna put them... I'm gonna put them here. Yeah. Cloister, I'm pretty sure... Isn't a cloister like a... Clam, oyster, and cloister. To confine or to seclude oneself. Clam, oyster, and cloister. I mean, that's pretty good. I mean, there's a lot. I mean, you wouldn't think that clam and oyster were even there because, you know. But no, it's pretty good. It's pretty good. So I'm going to put cloister with his buddy. So we have ghastly now. Ghastly, I'm pretty sure, is just... Oh, it comes from gas and ghastly, which just means frightening or terrible. So it's okay. I feel like the gas part of it is kind of like it's clearly a ball with gas around it, but I feel like that's just design. But it being a gas ghost, it's decent. I think it's okay. So I'd say it goes there. Haunter is just one who haunts, so I don't think that's very clever. Yeah, I don't think it's really a pun, to be honest. Gengar. I don't really know where Gengar comes from, if I'm honest with you. Oh, I can literally just get it from here. Yes. Doppelganger? Gengar comes from the ganger? That ganger in Doppelganger? That's a bit abstract. I mean, I know it comes from like German, but I don't know. It's a good name, but like you wouldn't know its origin from that. So yeah, I'm gonna put you here. Onyx. Onyx just now onyx comes from the word black, doesn't it? Like onyx is a shade of black, is it not? Or is it a stone as well? Oh, it is a type of rock. Okay, hold on. Let's quickly just do some onyx. I know I said I wouldn't talk about the design, but they have to be somewhat accurate. Oh. Okay, well, okay. Well, I guess onyx is just black on the inside, whereas like crusty on the outside. But at the same time, they just changed one letter, so I think it does go to... No puns here. Drowsy and Hypno. Drowsy and Hypno, they're not really puns. Like, drowsy is just, like, tired. Another word for tired, but with Z-E-E at the end. And Hypno is just the prefix for hypnotize. So, not a lot of thought went into them. Unfortunate, but it is what it is. Krabby is just an angry crab. So not a lot went into it. That's fine. Kingler. I don't know what the lure in Kingler refers to. Kingler. Fiddler. Oh. Fiddler, a species of crab. Huh. Wait. Oh, there's a king crab. Oh yeah. I don't know about fiddler. I feel like fiddler crab. Oh yeah. No, I see it. It has a big claw and a little claw. Okay. No, I can deal with. I respect it. Hold on. I need to put you here just so I can scroll up. It's getting a bit big. So Voltorb. Volt and Orb. Pretty self-explanatory. It's fine. I think it's alright. Electrode. So there's... Isn't... Wait, hold on. So Trode comes from... Where does it come from again? It's like... Isn't... It's an electrode. Isn't that a unit on its own? Yeah, electrode. An electrical conductor and explode. I mean, it's literally... The explode is not in there. Like, it technically is, but it's also not... You wouldn't notice. I feel like that's taking liberties. They pretty much just named it after a thing. So, even though it does technically have a pun in there, kind of, they didn't show it as well as they should have. So, then we have execute, as in execute and egg. I don't really know what it means by that, because like, who is this egg killing? You know what I mean? Unless it refers to cute, because they're small. Egg and execute, to exterminate. Yeah, I don't know. I think this thing is getting exterminated more than it's exterminating, you know? So I don't know who it's exterminating, but that one on the left has been exterminated, so I don't know what they're referring to here, but if you say so. So and then there's executor, which comes from executive, I think. And then let's see, egg and executor, and exterminator. Who are these coconuts killing? Who's allergic to coconuts? Because these guys they don't look bloodthirsty, so I think they're inaccurate, frankly. So there's Cubone. I'm not sure where Q comes from, but I'm willing to find out. Not cube, it's cub. Oh, it's cub bone. I'm not calling it cub bone, but it does make sense because it is a baby. Cub bone. Yeah, I think that's okay. That's fine. That goes in I think. And then there's Marowak. Marrow comes from bone marrow, and whack comes from like whack. And I think that's pretty good. They didn't just when they were thinking of like skull and bone, they went a bit more like deeper and went for bone marrow, which you wouldn't think of immediately. So that's somewhat good. There's Hitmonlee and Hitmontop. These are just Hitmon. I don't know where Hitmon comes from. I guess Hit and Mon, but I will. So Hitmonchan, if we look at him, Hit Monster Chan. I don't know. I feel like Hitmon, like it means something, but it doesn't. You know what I mean? Like it's just two little words. And I feel like Mon is a bit redundant because they're already Pokemon, so it's like it could have been Hitchan or Hit. Maybe Hitchan and Hitlee didn't have the same, but I like the reference to Bruce Lee and Jackie Chan, but I feel like their names are a bit overdone. Not give up. I think I'm gonna put them here. They're not really puns because it's just Hit Monster Chan. You know, like they sound very like kind of overcooked. You know what I mean? Bit too complicated. So then there's Licky Tongue, which is just Licky Tongue, a tongue that licks. I Not a big fan. Coughing and wheezing. They're not really puns. They're just two things you do when you inhale bad gases, I guess. I don't know. Rye horn and rye dawn. I don't really know what, like, I know what horn refers to, obviously. It's okay, but rye dawn refers to dawn. Oh, yeah, of great size and importance in Lord or Master. Yeah, that makes sense, like the dawn. Yeah, I think that's okay. And I mean, it makes sense that he's owned by Giovanni because he's kind of a don, so I think that's alright. I think he goes in here. Did he go in there? He did. And then Rhyhorn is just meh. It's just kind of two words. Rhyhorn. Yeah, it's not really a pun, is it? Rhyhorn. No. Chansey. Chansey is just refers to chance as in luck. And then C as in, look at that hope stat. Yeah, chance, probability. Not really a pun. It's a cute name, don't get me wrong, but it's just not really a pun. So, Tangela is just Tangle and La. So, again, I think it goes in here. I mean, I'll double check. Make sure there's nothing interesting happening here, but yeah, just Tangle. Grand. So then we have Kangaskhan Khan. I believe that's a reference to Genghis Khan, which is really interesting. Yeah, it's Kangaroo and Genghis Khan, which is a really weird origin because, like, what about a mother protecting her daughter is like a warlord? Again, going back to war, like it's a weird name. I know Kangaskhan Khan can throw hands, but I don't think that she's like. I don't think a Mongolian warlord really suits her that well. Like, I know kangaroos are known for like fighting, but I feel like that's a bit of a stretch. So I'm gonna say decent but inaccurate, because Genghis Khan is a bit outside the realm of Kangaskhan Khan. So I mean, let me know if she invades other Asian countries, but if she becomes the leader of Mongolia, but I ain't seen it. So then there's Horsey, which is just seahorse flipped horsey. It's fine. It's not really a pun. It's just, yeah. Seadra. Now, I don't really know where Seadra comes from. Probably the sea. Sea, and where does Dra come from? Dragon. I mean, I don't know. I don't know. I think it's just a bit bland, a bit lukewarm. So I think I'm gonna put him here. Then again, actually, yeah, I wouldn't really say it's a pun at all. Really, it's just sea and dragon, and even dragon you wouldn't really get. So then there's Goldine, which is just, I don't know where Dean comes from. I thought that's slacking. I was like, it's not Gen 1. Goldfish and Queen. Oh, it comes from Queen? See, I wouldn't have known that. Goldine. I guess. It's technically a pun, but it's not a very good one. Seadra. Wait, no, that's not Seadra. That's Sea King. I always mix them up. So Sea King is just... Oh, it goes from a queen to a king. That's a bit interesting, but I guess it's fine. Sea King. It's just two words, isn't it? It's just two words. So then there's Star You, which... So Star You and Star Me, like, I get it, you and me, but I don't really know why they chose two random pronouns, you know what I mean? Like, yeah, so I don't really get why they did you and me. I feel like they just kind of were like... They just kind of gave up. They were just like, Star You and Star Me. It doesn't really mean anything. So, sorry. Mr. Mime. I mean, let's be real. I know he's a mime, but he's also... I would honestly... Design-wise, he's more of a clown. Like he's colorful. Mimes are typically, like, black and white, right? You know, that's like the French mime aesthetic. I mean, maybe there are mimes that are more colorful, but he's more of a clown. Like, he doesn't have the funky hair, and you know, I would say he's more of a clown than anything. He can put up barriers and stuff, which is mime-like, but I don't know. I feel like he doesn't look enough like a mime to be called Mr. Mime. You know what I mean? Like, they could have mixed clown and mime. I mean, I can't think of a good mixture right now, but I feel like they're kind of missing out on the clown aesthetic. He could look more like a mime. You know what I mean? So we have Scyther. Now I feel like it's just, so I feel like all them, like Scyther, Scissor, and Cleaver, is just a weapon with at the end. So I'm leaning towards not a pun. Oh, there we go. Yeah. So it's literally just a scythe, which is a cool weapon. Don't get me wrong, but it's not a pun. And then we have Jinx, which it just means, like, to jinx someone is to, like, hex them, right? To just put a spell on them or whatever. Yeah, a curse or bad luck. Yeah, that's not a pun. It's just one letter changed. Then we have Electrode. No, that's not Electrode. What am I on? Electivire? No. What's his name again? Electabuzz. That's it. So it comes from electricity and buzz. Yeah, not great. Not great. It's a bit lukewarm. Lukewarm for me. So I'm going to put you there. Magmar comes from magma and... What's Mar? Is it just... Mar? Damage or spoil? Oh. Damage or spoil? I don't know. I feel like that's not great either. I'm going to just put you here beside your buddy. Then we have Pincer, which is literally just like a pincer with a letter change. So you go beside Jinx. Tauros, which is just Taurus, which means bull, with a letter changed. They really love doing this, I swear to God. They love taking like things that already exist, changing one letter and being like, good to go. So we have Magikarp, which is pretty self-explanatory. Magic and Carp. Don't know what's so magic about it, besides the fact that it evolves into a dragon. I guess that's it. I wouldn't really say it's magic. I'd say it just has potential. But yeah, you know, if it was, I don't know, psychic or fairy type, I might say it's magic. But on its own, there's not much magical about it. And there's Gyarados, which I actually don't know where Gyarados comes from. The name. And I also can never spell it, so that's fine. Gyre. Trash and Turnabout. And Dose. I feel like Dose is common in a lot of like dragon Pokemon. Or like not even dragon, but like strong Pokemon like Zapdos. Wait, no, that means 2. We'll get to that. I don't know. Gyre, Trash and Turnabout. I feel like that's a bit out there. I don't think a lot of people would really know that. I mean, it's somewhat, it's not really clever because it just, I don't know. I don't really know how I feel about it. It's a bit odd. Lapras. Loch Ness. It's just supposed to sound vaguely like Loch Ness. Lapras. No. Look, it's a good name on its own, right? But it's not wordplay. Well, I mean, it technically is, but it's not. It's just its own thing. They just put letters together, and it sounds good, don't get me wrong. But, well, okay, yeah, I'm gonna say no puns here. Because it is a good name. I do like the name. It's just a bit like Loch Ness, Lapras. I don't see it. Ditto is cute. It is just a word, but it's an apt word. You know, like, it's not a pun, but I like it. Eevee comes from evolution, I guess. Well, not evolution, that's a fan term, but evolution. Wait, Eevee. Wait, where'd you go? There you are. Ignore that. That's my PS3 turning on because it wants to. Eevee, short for evolution. Yeah, it's alright. I don't think it's really a pun, but it is cute. Kind of like goes with Ditto. Where it's cute, but it's not really a pun. Vaporeon, Jolteon, Flareon, they're fine. It's just a term for each of the elements with Eon at the end. I think it's alright. I think they're fine. Jolt, Flare, and Vapor, fine. They're alright. Porygon is, I think that's a pun on Polygon, because it's a I can't even say the word. Polygonal. I don't really. I mean, it's not really a pun though. That's the thing. Oh, sorry. I was typing polygon. Yeah, it's just they just changed the letter. That's fine. Not a pun. So there's Ammonite. Ammonite. Comes from Ammonite, which is a shell or fossil, and then closely related. I feel like that's a bit. I think they just changed the letter in Ammonite, to be honest with you. I mean, it's a cool origin, but it's not like a pun. So, and then there's Amistar, which did they just put star because he's strong? Pointed shape. Oh, because he's pointed. I mean, I guess he kind of looks like a star a little bit if you squint. I'm willing to put it in Yeah. And then we have Kabuto, which I don't know where that comes from. Type of helmet used by ancient Japanese warriors. Not a pun though, is it? It's not a pun. So, I mean, yeah, no, it's not. And then we have Kabutops. Top, above. Oh, it's not great, is it? Yep, going with your buddy. So Aerodactyl comes from pterodactyl, and aero, which means air. It's fine. I think it's okay. Yeah, honestly, I'm tempted to rank it a little bit above, but I don't know. Because pterodactyls already fly, so there's no real reason to, like, put air into it. Like, it's a pterodactyl that flies. It's like, that's a pterodactyl. So, yeah. I mean, it doesn't really look like a pterodactyl, but I'm not bothered with that. It doesn't bother me. So, Snorlax is snore and lax. There's not really a pun there. It's just 2 words, so it does work. Again, it does work, but yeah. Articuno, Zapdos, and Moltres have a fun little un, dos, tres thing going on, like Spanish 1, 2, 3. ARTI refers to Arctic, I think. Zap is Zap, and Mole is like. I need to just make sure I'm right about that. So Arctic is Articuno, Zap is Zap, and then Moltres refers to Molten. Yes, so they're pretty good. I would say they're pretty good. I like when Pokemon have little relationships like that, where they kind of have similar names, like a trio. You know, like the trio have similar names. So I'm willing to put them not here. I just need to put them here for a second. Whoops, just put you there. So bear with me. I'm willing to put them up here. They're pretty good names for legendaries, you know. So there's Dratini, Dragonair, and Dragonite, which kind of self-explanatory. Dratini, I think, just refers to like tiny. Yeah. So tiny dragon. Dragonair, is it air? Like literally just air? It is, yeah. Relating to its magic. Oh, I see. It's like heir to its throne. I see. Okay, well that's better than I thought. I thought it was just because it can fly sometimes, not because it's a flying type. And then Dragonite. Oh, it comes from night. You know, I do love a good old medieval theming. I think I like the whole, like I often call my Pokemon like Knight or Paladin, or so I'm gonna put them up here honestly. Dratini is fine. It's just there'll be tons of Pokemon that are just tiny bird, tiny dragon, tiny, you know. So it's Mew and Mewtwo. They're fine. Like I kind of like how Mew has a short name because it gets the point across that it's like one of the OGs or the OG. But in terms of naming, it does kind of blend in a bit too well. Like it doesn't really stand out as much. So I'm just gonna put it in no puns. And Mewtwo is just Mewtwo. So yeah, there we have it. Oh, I only put one in here. Yeah, I mean, I'm tempted to move up something else so he's not on his own, but I think he's just my favorite. I think he's just my favorite of Gen 1, like, in terms of names. Like, using Arcane and Canine, I really like that. That's a good pun. Yeah, Vulpix. Yeah, Prime. Where did I put you, dude? Move him up there. I like the Geode and Geo and Dude. Yeah. I think that's my final list. I would like to move something up, but again, I think that's just where it stays. So there's a lot of no puns just because of the nature of. There was a lot of just like kind of normal names in Gen 1 where it's just like, oh, it's a bird, let's call it Pidgeotto, you know what I mean? Like, it's a bit lukewarm. But that doesn't mean they're all bad. They're still good Pokemon. They're still, like Lapras, for example. I do like the name Lapras, but it being based off Loch Ness is a stretch, to be fair. And yeah, wouldn't really know where else to put them. So yeah, and of these ones, I thought I'd have more of these, to be honest, but their names are just not great, you know. They're just not great. So, but I think that's where I leave it. And look, if this video does well, I will probably end up doing a Gen 2 and then up along. But I'm just interested to know whether people are interested in the not what's it called, the origins of names. There's a phrase for it, but I can't think of it. But the wordplay that goes into naming Pokemon, basically. And I probably will end up doing the rest. But yeah, thanks for watching, and let me know if you enjoy. See you later.